Distinguished Scholars Reception is a part of the annual graduation tradition at Carter High School, wherein we honor our valedictorian and salutatorian and recognize those students who will be graduating as Distinguished Scholars. To be a Distinguished Scholar, students must have maintained a minimum overall GPA of a 4.0. Our Distinguished Scholars have earned the right to wear a gold cap and gown at graduation and to wear the gold honor cord to recognize their academic achievements. We know that an online celebration cannot replace the experience of a physical event, but the Carter High School Counseling Department and Administration hope that all of our Distinguished Scholars for the class of 2021 know how tremendously proud we are of your accomplishments. Carter High School's graduating class of 2021 has 69 students who will be graduating as Distinguished Scholars. We honor all of you now.
Good evening, parents, staff, and our distinguished scholars from the class of 2021. Tonight we celebrate the accomplishments that our distinguished scholars have been working on for as long as they can remember. In other circumstances, we would be meeting in person celebrating their hard work. Thank you, parents, for creating the foundation for our top students. We recognize that without you, your student wouldn't be here making you proud. Distinguished scholars, please don't forget to say thank you to your parents and those that helped you along the way. They had your back and will have your back now that you are going to start a new chapter in your life. To our valedictorian Stephanie Rodas and salutatorian Adriana Roman, please don't lose that drive and desire that has set you apart. Distinguished scholars, please remember that there will be times where you will feel that something is not possible. When that happens, just remember that you were part of the top 69 students of a class of 520. So relax and keep pushing forward. Please go out there, make your families proud, make your community proud, and show what a lion is capable of doing. Distinguished scholars, please remember to always stay hungry. Thank you. Enjoy tonight.
Hello, Carter High School Distinguished Scholars. I am Cuauhtemoc Avila, your proud superintendent. I applaud and congratulate all 69 of you from Lion Country for this outstanding academic achievement. You are all impressively graduating with a 4.0 or higher GPA. But what makes this achievement extraordinary is that you earned part of it during one of the most challenging of circumstances one ever experiences, a pandemic. I want to commend Carter's valedictorian Stephanie Rodas. Stephanie, your monumental 4.88 GPA earned you the recognition of also having the highest Val GPA in the history of Carter High School. And I am extremely proud of you. I am certain that your family and staff members who have worked with you these past 4 years are equally proud. I also want to congratulate Carter's salutatorian Adriana Roman, who earned a 4.81 GPA. Adriana, I am equally proud of you and wish you the best of your college years and future career explorations. Although this year will remain as one of the most disruptive moments in your lives, you as distinguished scholars did not allow this to slow your academic pursuits. I thank your families for providing you the support you needed at home. And thank you to our hardworking Lion staff who oftentimes put their own personal challenges aside to provide quality instruction and guidance to our amazing students. Congratulations, Carter Scholars, and continue to appreciate the beauty of everything you have and work very, very hard for everything you don't have, but that you really want.
All right, our first Distinguished Scholar that we'd like to recognize tonight is Kimberly Acosta, and she has a 4.26.
Kimberly has been accepted to UC Riverside, UC Merced, and Cal State San Bernardino. Kimberly plans to major in economics.
Kimberly would like to thank her parents, her siblings, and herself.
Kimberly's favorite inspirational quote is, "After rain comes sunshine," by Obafemi Awolowo.
And her favorite memory at Carter is the Alpha Scholars College trip.
Our next distinguished scholar is Serenity Acosta, and she will be graduating with a 4.41 GPA.
Serenity has been accepted to several different universities, including George Fox University, Oregon State University, University of Oregon, University of San Francisco, Penn State University, University of Scranton, Arizona State University, Grand Canyon University, and finally Florida State University.
And Serenity plans to major in nursing.
Serenity would like to thank her parents, Ryan and Maria Acosta, her friends Laura, Maya, and Rosalind Vasquez.
Serenity's favorite inspirational quote is, "Believe you can and you're halfway there," by Theodore Roosevelt.
And her favorite memory at Carter is after school with her friends, going to Linden's or Rosa's to get food, and then coming back on campus to go to the football fields or just cheering at Friday night lights.
Our next distinguished scholar is Ashley Aguayo, and Ashley has a 4.38 GPA.
Ashley has been accepted to UCR, UCI, UCSD, and Cal State University San Bernardino.
Ashley plans a major in the medical field.
Ashley would like to thank her parents and teachers for everything they've done and for inspiring her to go above and beyond.
Ashley's favorite inspirational quote is, "Do what you do and mean it every second of the day. If you don't, you're living someone else's life," by Corey Taylor.
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter was going on the college field trips.
Our next distinguished scholar is Mia Agudo, and she has a 4.63 GPA.
Mia thus far has been accepted to Cal State University Fullerton, Cal State University Long Beach, Cal State University Northridge, Cal State University San Bernardino, DePaul University, Chicago, and UC Santa Cruz.
She plans to major in business finance and minor in accounting.
Mia would like to thank her mother, brother, CJ, Mr. Thomas, cheer family, Alpha Scholar classmates, family, and friends.
Mia's favorite inspirational quote is, "I'm so reborn, I'm moving forward."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is Friday night lights.
Our next distinguished scholar is Noor Ali, and Noor has a 4.13 GPA. Colleges she's been accepted to thus far are CSUSB, CSULB, Cal Poly Pomona, CSUF, UC Riverside, UC Irvine, and UCLA. Specifically, she would like to thank God, her parents, and siblings. Her favorite inspirational quote is, "Take care of yourself. At the end of the day, you're all you have." And her favorite memorable moment at Carter was finding out that we weren't going back to school for the rest of the year. Our next distinguished scholar is Syed Ali, and Syed has a 4.09 GPA. So far, he's been accepted to Cal State University Long Beach. In the future, he wants to work in the aerospace field. Specifically, he would like to thank his parents. His favorite inspirational quote is, "When life gives you lemons, make orange juice." And his favorite memory at Carter is hanging out with friends.
Our next distinguished scholar is Emily Anaya, and Emily has a 4.12 GPA.
Emily has been accepted to University of Laverne, Cal State LA, Cal State San Bernardino, and Cal State Dominguez Hills.
And Emily plans a future in physical therapy.
Emily les quiere dar las gracias a sus papás por ser sus mejores amigos y por siempre apoyarla en todo. Gracias a sus hermanos por siempre empujarla para ser la mejor versión de ella. Gracias a sus ángeles guardianes por cuidarla desde el cielo. Ella los va a hacer a todos muy orgullosos. Emily's favorite inspirational quote is, "Happiness is a choice."
And her favorite memory at Carter is being able to experience it with her cousin.
Our next distinguished scholar is Jennifer Andrade, and Jennifer has a 4.16 GPA.
Jennifer has been accepted to UCI, UCSD, UC Davis, Cal State University San Bernardino, Cal State Fresno, Cal State Sacramento, and Cal State Stanislaus.
And Jennifer plans to study abroad as a chemist.
Her favorite memorable moment at Carter is seeing her friends.
Our next distinguished scholar is Sitlali Apodaca, and Sitlali has a 4.04 GPA.
Sitlali has been accepted to UC Riverside, Cal State San Marcos, Cal State LA, Cal State Fullerton, and Cal State San Bernardino.
Sitlali would like to thank the staff at Carter, her friends, most importantly, her parents. I am grateful to have friends and family that will push me to be my best.
Sitlali's favorite inspirational quote is, "A mistake is a success in progress."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is Noche de Fiesta dance.
Our next distinguished scholar is Eileen Ardon, and Eileen has a 4.13 GPA.
Eileen has been accepted to Cal State San Bernardino.
Eileen plans a future as a medical laboratory scientist.
Eileen would like to thank her parents for supporting her throughout the 4 years. They encouraged me to work hard towards my goals, and with their help, they have motivated me to do my best in everything I do.
Eileen's favorite inspirational quote is, "Do what you can with what you have where you are," by Theodore Roosevelt.
And her favorite memory at Carter High School is joining the cross-country team in her junior year, mostly because she was able to see some old friends and make new ones along the way.
Our next distinguished scholar is Luis Avalos, and Luis has a 4.49 GPA.
Lewis has been accepted to Cal State LA and Cal State San Bernardino.
He plans to be a journalist and work as a public activist.
Lewis would like to thank his parents, his best friend, and God.
Lewis's favorite inspirational quote is, "When everything is a riot, you're my peace and quiet," by Kali Uchis.
Favorite memorable moment at Carter was Winter Formal 2019.
Our next distinguished scholar is Carson Barnes, and Carson has a 4.07 GPA.
Carson has been accepted to BYU Provo, BYU Idaho, UC Riverside, and Cal State University San Bernardino.
And Carson would like to study animal science in his future.
Carson would like to thank his mom, dad, siblings, Mr. Wilson, and his teachers for all the support and encouragement they have given.
Carson's favorite inspirational quote is, "Wisdom comes from making mistakes, having the courage to face them and make adjustments moving forward based upon the knowledge acquired through those experiences," by Ken Oyrot.
Some of his favorite memories are hanging out with his friends during school, cross-country, track meets, and practices.
Our next distinguished scholar is Lisa Beltran, and Lisa has a 4.21 GPA.
And Lisa has been accepted to Chaffey College.
And Lisa would like to study multimedia design.
Lisa would like to thank God, her family for always supporting her and helping her in the most stressful moments of her high school experience. I was only able to accomplish this with their help.
Lisa's favorite inspirational quote is, "And then things start to happen. Don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too," by Dr. Seuss.
And she will always remember the fun talks she had with best friends during lunch. It was very special to her being able to spend those times with her best friends. Those are moments that she will cherish for a long time.
Our next distinguished scholar is Isais Bernal, and Isais has a 4.19 GPA.
Isais has been accepted to Cal State Fullerton, Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Northridge, and the University of California, Riverside.
And he plans to be an animator in the future.
Isais would like to thank his parents for listening to him to complain about the difficult classes he decided to take.
Isais' favorite inspirational quote is, "The only man who never makes mistakes is the man who never does anything," by Theodore Roosevelt.
And his favorite memories at Carter were the simple ones. Talking to people and hanging out after class was small, but he doesn't think that he'll forget those simple moments. Especially now, with the virus, he can't help but appreciate them even more.
Our next distinguished scholar is Jamani Brown, and Jamani has a 4.0 GPA.
Jamani's been accepted to the University of Arizona, Arizona State University, Chicago State University, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Los Angeles, San Diego State, Georgia State University, Hawaii Pacific University, New England University, Western New England University, and Seattle.
And Jamani wants to become a psychiatrist and open up her own private practice.
Jamani would like to thank her mom, dad, Dion, grandmother, brothers, and the rest of her family.
Jamani's favorite inspirational quote is, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today," by Malcolm X.
And her favorite memory at Carter is meeting her best friend.
Our next distinguished scholar is David Cervantes, and David has a 4.28 GPA.
David has been accepted to UCSD and UC Riverside.
David plans to major in psychiatry and biology.
David would like to thank his mother, sister, and brother.
David's favorite inspirational quote is, "Coffee is more important than effort for success."
And his favorite memory at Carter is sitting in front of the computer.
Our next distinguished scholar is Brooklyn Coles, and Brooklyn has a 4.25 GPA.
Brooklyn has been accepted to the University of California, Riverside.
Brooklyn plans to be a trauma surgeon and business owner.
Brooklyn would like to thank her mom for being her #1 supporter and calling me Dr. Cole since I was 10. My dad for cheering me from heaven, my brothers and sisters for pushing me to be the best person I can be, and last but certainly not least, my grandpa Lee for being the person who pushed me to start my entire journey.
Brooklyn's favorite inspirational quote is, "I was not created to merely survive. I was created for greatness."
And her favorite memory would be homecoming game her senior year. Everyone was just happy and having a great time. It was also her first time cheering at a homecoming game, so it was an exciting moment and something that she will never forget.
Our next distinguished scholar is Andrew Cumming, and Andrew has a 4.51 GPA.
Andrew has been accepted at Chaffey College and looks to transfer to UC Davis after.
Andrew would like to work as an evolutionary biologist or a paleontologist.
Andrew would like to thank his mother, father, family, and friends, and wonderful teachers, and everyone else who supported him over the years and nourished his academic interests.
Andrew's favorite inspirational quote is, "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life," by Charles Darwin.
One of his favorite memorable moments at Carter High School would be when he learned about World War I in an interactive activity with the rest of his classmates in AP US History.
Our next distinguished scholar is Kylan Cover, and Kylan has a 4.04 GPA.
Kylan has been accepted at California Baptist University, San Francisco State University, and San Jose State University.
Kylan plans to major in civil engineering and earn a bachelor's degree in science in 4 years, and when able to travel and study abroad.
Kylan says, "I would like to thank my mom for thickening my skin and constantly supporting me through my challenge that this year has brought me. I would also like to thank my dad for always giving me the advice I need when making my next chapter decisions. I could not have done it all without the endless love and support from my parents. I would like to thank my twin brother for always being by my side and pushing through our last year of high school together. Lastly, my wonderful best friends for making me laugh and smile throughout one of the most difficult times in my life. I owe it all to the people I love."
Kylan's favorite inspirational quote is, "If you're happy doing what you love, nobody can tell you you're not successful," by Harry Styles.
Her favorite memorable moment at Carter is junior year with her best friend Diana taking AP Physics together.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Anthony Diaz, and Anthony has a 4.0 GPA. Our next distinguished scholar is Diana Duenas, and Diana has a 4.36 GPA.
Diana will be attending Cal Poly University, Pomona.
Diana would like to major in psychology and receive a master's degree and go on to medical school to be able to work in pediatrics.
Diana says in her thanks, I would like to thank my incredible parents. Everything I do is for them, and whatever I accomplish in this life is because I came from strong, hardworking, loving parents who only ever wanted the best for me. Thank you, Mom, for being the one to push me when I am not able to push myself, and for showing me what hard work, humility, love, and determination really is. Thank you, Dad, for always giving me the determination to be successful, having faith in me, and never making me feel that any dream is too big or out of reach. Thank you to my little brother for believing in me, being my biggest supporter, and always trusting me to help him with his homework. I would also like to thank my amazing best friends that have made my high school experience the best it could be. I cannot imagine going through high school without them in my life, and I cannot wait to see what awaits us in the future.
Diana's favorite inspirational quote is, "Everything happens for a reason." Or as her mom always tells her, "Cuando te toca, ni aunque te quites, y cuando no te toca, ni aunque te pongas."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter High School would have to be going to homecoming her junior year with her best friends and playing Just Dance. She obviously won, with our heels off after dancing all night.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Jayla Estrada, and Jayla has a 4.24 GPA.
Jayla has been accepted at Cal State Los Angeles, Cal State Long Beach, Cal Baptist University, and Grand Canyon University.
Jayla plans on pursuing a career in nursing and hopes to gain more experience and further their skills in labor and delivery.
Jayla's thank you says, I would like to thank my mom and Nana for always being there for me and helping me to get to where I am today. I would also like to thank my papa for encouraging me to keep going, even when it got hard. I'd also like to thank every individual who has been a part of my life since the beginning of high school.
Jayla's favorite inspirational quote is Philippians 4:13. "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me."
And her favorite moments were at the football games because everyone would get loud to cheer on the team.
Our next distinguished scholar is Natalia Felix, and Natalia has a 4.16 GPA.
Natalia has been accepted to Cal State University Long Beach, UCSC.
Her future career plans is to become a cardiothoracic surgeon and settle in New York City.
Natalia would like to thank her mother since she pushes me to succeed every day.
Natalia's favorite inspirational quote is "One day or day one."
And her favorite moment at Carter was cheering on the football sidelines.
Our next distinguished scholar is Crystal Frost, and Crystal has a 4.63 GPA.
Crystal has been accepted to Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Monterey Bay, Cal State Fullerton, UC Santa Cruz, UC Riverside, Cal Poly Pomona, and UC Santa Barbara.
Crystal would like to thank her parents, siblings, and friends for always supporting her and giving her the encouragement to succeed.
Crystal's favorite inspirational quote is, "In order to be successful, you have to fail too," by Kim Tae-young.
Her favorite memorable moment at Carter High School was the field trip to visit and tour various colleges.
Our next distinguished scholar is Rebecca Garibay, and Rebecca has a 4.01 GPA.
Rebecca has been accepted at Chaffey College.
Rebecca plans to be a physician assistant.
Rebecca would like to thank her family and friends.
Rebecca's favorite inspirational quote is, "We generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action," by Dr. Henry Link.
And her favorite moment at Carter was when she realized what she wanted to pursue in the future.
Our next distinguished scholar is Raquel Griffin, and Raquel has a 4.40 GPA.
Raquel has been accepted at California State University Fullerton, California State University Sacramento, San Francisco State University, California State University Fresno, University of California Riverside, University of California Davis, and University of California Berkeley.
And Raquel's plan is to become a software engineer.
Raquel would like to thank God and her family for the continuous support and being there for her throughout her adventure. I would also like to thank my other half, Raven. I couldn't have asked for a more amazing twin sister like you. I love you all from the fullness of my heart, and I can't wait for the excitement and journey that's to come.
Raquel's favorite inspirational quote is, "We all have wounds that we have collected from our life experiences. Our job is to seek out healing for those wounds so we can be more and more of who we truly are, rather than the lies of fear we so often live through."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter was in her freshman year of high school at basketball practice, and her coach tricked the team into believing they were in trouble for forgetting to put away a piece of equipment.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Raven Griffin, and Raven has a 4.16 GPA.
Raven has been accepted to Cal State Long Beach, Cal State Fullerton, San Diego State, San Francisco State, UCLA, and UC Santa Cruz.
And Raven plans to become a professional singer.
Raven would like to thank God, her family, her twin sister, and her best friends.
Raven's favorite inspirational quote is, "If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down," by Toni Morrison.
And her favorite memory at Carter High School was singing at the homecoming pep rally and breaking her foot for the second time during a school trip to Knott's Berry Farm.
Our next distinguished scholar is Giovanni Guzman, and Giovanni is graduating with a 4.0 GPA.
And Giovanni will be part of the United States Air Force.
And Giovanni plans to be an aerospace medical program.
Giovanni would like to thank his mommy.
Giovanni's favorite inspirational quote is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," Philippians 4:13.
And their favorite memorable moment at Carter is distance learning.
Our next distinguished scholar is Armando Hernandez, and Armando has a 4.32 GPA.
Armando has been accepted to University of California Riverside, University of California Santa Cruz, California State University Fullerton, and San Diego State University.
And Armando plans to be a machine learning data scientist.
Armando would like to thank Brett, Alondra, my dad and mom, Aaron, Adam, Adriana, Andy, Aguilar, Derek Cabo, Marley, Mrs. Stewart, Ms. Martz, and Mr. Matalich.
Armando's favorite inspirational quote is, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently," by Henry Ford.
He says his favorite memorable moment at Carter is working on my prosthetic arm in Mesa with his teammates and figuring out how to make the fingers move.
Our next distinguished scholar is Joel Hernandez, and Joel has a 4.26 GPA.
Joel has been accepted to Cal Poly Pomona.
Joel plans a career in medical engineering.
Joel would like to thank his mom for always motivating him and all the teachers who actively noticed his hard work. A special thank you as well to Charles Kenneth Huey and to the best welder in town, Kevin Guerrero, for helping me with projects.
Joel's favorite inspirational quote is, "Mama says that alligators are ornery, 'cause they got all them teeth but no toothbrush," by Bobby Boucher.
His favorite memorable moment at Carter was Visco Day, when those two guys wore scrunchies and women's biker shorts.
Our next distinguished scholar is Eric Herrera, and Eric has a 4.29 GPA.
And Eric has been accepted to Cal State University San Bernardino, Cal State LA, Cal State Fullerton, and Cal Poly Pomona.
Eric plans to major in psychology, minor in ethnic studies to become a forensic psychiatrist, then become a lawyer specializing in immigration cases.
Eric would like to thank his family, friends, and his team.
Eric's favorite inspirational quote is, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory," by Dr. Seuss.
And his favorite memory at Carter was the moments he shared with his friends to get through high school.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Ayana Jones, and Ayana has a 4.08 GPA.
Ayana has been accepted to UC Irvine, UC San Diego, and UC Santa Barbara. The future plans are to be a video game developer.
Ayana would like to thank her mom, dad, and grandparents and other family.
Ayana's favorite inspirational quote is, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it," by Ferris Bueller.
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is ending her journey in high school and pursuing her college journey.
Our next distinguished scholar is Brianna Juarez, and Brianna has a 4.16 GPA.
Brianna has been accepted to Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State San Marcos, San Diego State, UC Riverside, and UC Santa Barbara. Future plans include being a psychiatrist.
Brianna would like to thank her parents for always supporting her, pushing her to, and believing in her when she couldn't believe in herself. I would also like to thank my grandma for always cheering me on and reminding me to have fun. Lastly, I would like to thank my brother for always reminding me to work hard so I can be a better role model for him.
Brianna's favorite inspirational quote is, "I like who I'm becoming," by Drake.
And her favorite moment has to be the junior Avid trip.
Our next distinguished scholar is Brianna Leon, and Brianna has a 4.0 GPA.
Brianna has been accepted to UC Riverside and plans to a future in business partner and film producer.
Brianna would like to thank her parents and friends.
Brianna's favorite inspirational quote is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take," by Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott.
Her favorite memory is on the junior varsity softball team her sophomore year. They were all super close, and on the last game of the season, they all cried and said their goodbyes. It was a sad but comforting day because they all cared for each other.
Our next distinguished scholar is Gabriela Lozada, and Gabby has a 4.0 GPA.
Gabriela has been accepted to Cal State San Marcos and Cal State Northridge. Future career plans in business marketing and working for a large company or business firm.
Gabriella would like to thank her grandparents for always supporting her decisions and doing everything they can to provide her with a bright future. No words could explain how grateful I am to have such amazing grandparents, and I will continue to strive towards my goals every day for them. I would also like to thank my sister for always giving me advice and making sure that I am on top of things. She inspires me to be very involved once I enter college.
Gabriella's favorite inspirational quote is, "Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because that is the one that is going to help you grow," by Carolyn Miss.
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is going to the Friday night football games with friends and just enjoying the moment.
Our next distinguished scholar is Crystal Mann, and Crystal has a 4.01 GPA.
And Crystal has been accepted to Cal State Los Angeles, Cal State Long Beach, and Cal Baptist University. She plans a career as a speech language pathologist.
Crystal would like to thank her parents, brother Michael, and best friend Stephanie.
Crystal's favorite inspirational quote is, "The most important thing is, even when we're apart, I'll always be with you," by Winnie the Pooh and Piglet.
Her favorite memorable moment at Carter is sitting at the lunch tables with all her friends, talking about random stuff and just being able to be together and bond.
Our next distinguished scholar is Laura Maya, and Laura has a 4.29 GPA.
Laura has been accepted to UC Santa Cruz, Cal State San Marcos, Cal State East Bay, and Cal State Fullerton. She plans on majoring in law, going to law school.
Laura would like to thank Serenity L. Acosta, Rosalind W. Vasquez, and her family.
Laura's favorite inspirational quote is, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create ripples."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is being able to hang out with her closest friends after school. Those are memories that she will remember for a long time.
Our next distinguished scholar is Caitlin Miller, and Caitlin has a 4.21 GPA.
Caitlin has been accepted to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, University of Oregon, Seton Hall University, University of California, Santa Cruz, University of California, Santa Barbara, Cal Poly St. Louis Obispo, Arizona State University, and the University of Arizona. Caitlin plans to major in law.
Caitlin would like to thank her mom, brother, and her grandparents.
Caitlin's favorite inspirational quote is, "Do tomorrow, do tomorrow."
Our next distinguished scholar is Brianna Panuco Martinez, and Brianna has a 4.19 GPA.
Brianna has been accepted to Cal State Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona, UC Riverside, and UC Davis.
Brianna plans to be a veterinarian.
In Brianna's thank you, this is what she says. First, I'd like to thank God because He blessed me in so many ways throughout my life, and this moment is one of them. Secondly, I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, for always supporting me and pushing me to do my best. Without them, I don't know where my life would be or what my future would look like. So I'm super thankful for the life they've given me and my siblings. And lastly, I'd like to give myself a little credit because there were times where I felt like giving up because I was just mentally drained and everything. But in the end, I would always push myself to do better. And the end result was worth it because here I am, graduating as a distinguished scholar.
Brianna's favorite inspirational quote is, "Good things take time."
And her favorite memorable moment at Carter is Friday night football games with her friends.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Tiffany Pereira, and Tiffany has a 4.0 GPA.
Tiffany would like to thank her sister for always supporting and inspiring her to do her best, as well as her freshman math teacher, Mr. David Miller, who throughout her high school career has become a mentor who taught her that I'm not alone when facing battles.
Tiffany's favorite inspirational quote is, "Move with integrity and intention, even when it seems like no one is paying attention," by Ebony Davis.
And her favorite moment at Carter is painting in art class with her classmates and walking around the school after cheer practices.
Our next distinguished scholar is Damani Pride, and Damani has a 4.30 GPA.
Damani has been accepted to Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Los Angeles, Langston University, Southern Utah University, Arizona State University, UC Riverside, Azusa Pacific University, California Lutheran University, and Dixie State University.
Damani plans on being a business accountant and owning their own business.
Damani would like to thank Jesus Christ, her Lord and Savior, her mother, Dekumbi Lee, who pushes me no matter what, my father, Damian Pride, who works very hard, my grandfather, John Lee, who helped me along with whatever I needed, my sister, Deja Chandler, who I am always in competition with. Without her, I probably wouldn't have even worked this hard. My other sister, Erica Alexander, who picks on me for no reason, but still loves me. And last but not least, my only brother, Dejan Pride, who taught me that even when all odds are against you, that you can succeed.
Damani's favorite inspirational quote is, "She is, she was, and she shall be," by Damani Pride.
And their favorite moment at Carter would be when they performed their very first poem at Artistic License. It was surreal just being in the building, lights, and witnessing my peers, witnessing my own work. And at the end, congratulations was so heartwarming.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Jaime Ramirez, and Jaime has a 4.13 GPA.
Jaime has been accepted at Cal State Fullerton.
Jaime plans to major in psychology and then head to medical school to become a psychiatrist.
Jaime would like to thank parents, Kevin, shout out with my barber, Charles, you, Dixie D'Amelio, Daft, Punk, and Chester the Cheetah.
Jaime's favorite inspirational quote is, "I like some of the Gaga songs, but what does she know about cameras?" by Kanye.
And his favorite moment at Carter was Visco Day, when they wore scrunchies and women's biker shorts.
All right, our next distinguished scholar is Xavier Ramirez, and Xavier has a 4.32 GPA.
Xavier has been accepted to Cal State LA, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal State San Marcos, and San Jose State University.
Xavier plans a career in software engineering.
Xavier would like to thank his mother, father, sister, and close group of friends, and Mr. Navarro.
Xavier's favorite inspirational quote is, "If people are doubting how far you can go, go so far that you can't hear them anymore," by Michelle Ruiz.
And his favorite moment at Carter was making playoffs during his junior year for soccer.
Our next distinguished scholar is Anna Ramos, and Anna has a 4.21 GPA.
Anna has been accepted to St. John's University, Syracuse University, and UC San Diego.
And Anna plans on being a politician.
Anna would like to thank her mom, dad, and siblings for their unwavering support throughout this journey, and Mr. Thomas, Mr. Vicente, Mrs. Wilson, and Ms. Sanchez for being the best educators I ever imagined I'd had the privilege of learning from.
Anna's favorite inspirational quote is, "Fear in failure is already failing."
And her favorite moment at Carter was going overnight on college field trips with her Alpha Scholars family.
Our next distinguished scholar is Vanessa Requena, and Vanessa has a 4.25 GPA.
Vanessa has been accepted at Chaffey College.
Vanessa plans to pursue a career in forensic psychology.
In Vanessa's thank you, she says, "I would like to thank my parents for being my main supporters and encouraging me to do my best in school, for giving me the opportunity to show them that I am worthy and honored to be their daughter. My family is my everything. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my hardworking parents who raised me humble and driven to pursue life in a different perspective. Secondly, I thank my friends and siblings for being my main hype men when the nights were too long to bear and I needed someone to lean on. I knew I could always count on them to have my back. Lastly, I thank the band BTS for motivating me to continue living in the moments of life and taking time to appreciate the world and people around me. I'd like to thank them for comforting me during periods of the nights when I couldn't sleep, for making me feel as if I weren't so alone in my struggles, for making me feel special, and for helping me through the process of loving myself."
Vanessa's favorite inspirational quote is, "No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself," by Kim Namjoon.
And her favorite moment at Carter was going to Six Flags after a treble choir competition.
Our next distinguished scholar is Gino Roten, and Gino has a 4.33 GPA.
Gino has been accepted at Cal State LA and Cal State Long Beach.
Gino plans to be a CEO.
Gino would like to thank his friends and family for always being there for him when he needed them the most.
Gino's favorite inspirational quote is, "Actions speak louder than words."
And their favorite memory at Carter was winning class president.
Our next distinguished scholar is Natalie Rincon Cuevas, and Natalie has a 4.0 GPA.
Natalie has been accepted at Cal State Long Beach, Cal State Los Angeles, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State San Bernardino, UC Irvine, and UC Riverside.
Natalie plans on being a clinical social worker.
In her thank you, Natalie says this year has been a challenge, and she would like to thank her family and friends and teachers for never letting her give up on herself while cheering her on in the process.
Natalie's favorite inspirational quote is, "Sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together," by Marilyn Monroe. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter is Homecoming 2019.
Our next distinguished scholar is Sandra Rios, and Sandra has a 4.13 GPA.
Sandra has been accepted at Cal State University San Bernardino, Long Beach City College, and Riverside City College.
And Sandra plans to become a traveling nurse.
Sandra would like to thank her best friends, Carla and Raven, and her parents.
Sandra's favorite inspirational quote is todo a su tiempo. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter is singing songs on the bus on the way back from a volleyball game.
Our next distinguished scholar is Christian Rocha. Christian has a 4.71 GPA.
Christian has been accepted at UCSD and UCSC as well.
And Christian plans a career as a computer software engineer.
Christian would like to thank his mom and dad, sister, and girlfriend.
Christian's favorite inspirational quote is, "The most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do," by Kobe Bryant. His favorite memorable moment at Carter was hanging out with his friends at lunch and not being able to stop laughing for absolutely no reason.
Our next distinguished scholar is Brandy Rodriguez, and Brandy has a 4.12 GPA.
Brandy has been accepted at UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Santa Cruz, San Diego State University, and St. Mary's College.
And Brandy would like to work to help communities and minorities. Brandy would like to thank her parents, her family, Mr. Thomas, and Mr. Wilson for all of their constant support. She wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Brandy's favorite inspirational quote is, "Trust the timing of your life." Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was the lunchtime activities and events that would happen. For example, Miss Collins' singing performance of "This Is Me."
Our next distinguished scholar is Brian Rodriguez, and Brian has a 4.13 GPA.
Brian has been accepted at UC Irvine, UC San Diego, UC Riverside, Cal State San Bernardino, and Cal State Fullerton.
Brian's future career plans include attending college and getting a degree in business.
Brian would like to thank Mr. Thomas and Mr. Navarro. Mr. Thomas, since the first day of high school, has been a great leader and teacher to others. Mr. Navarro, because through the last years of high school, has made his soccer experience wonderful. Through practice and games, he made sure that we all worked hard and out on the field.
Brian's favorite inspirational quote is, "I really get motivated when I have doubters," by Shaquille O'Neal. His favorite memorable moment at Carter was going to San Diego and San Francisco with the Alpha group to explore colleges.
Our next distinguished scholar is Marilyn Rodriguez, and Marilyn has a 4.16 GPA.
Marilyn's been accepted at UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, Cal State Long Beach, and Cal State LA.
Marilyn's future plans include a career in social work.
Marilyn would like to thank her parents.
Marilyn's favorite inspirational quote is, "The same light you see in others is shining within you too." Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was the student section her junior year at the first Friday Night Lights of the school year.
Our next distinguished scholar is Quetzali Rodriguez, and Quetzali has a 4.19 GPA.
Quetzali has been accepted at La Sierra and Union College.
Quetzali's future career plans include becoming an anesthesiologist.
Quetzali would like to thank her parents, grandmother, and her best friend.
Quetzali's favorite inspirational quote is, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started," by Mark Twain. Quetzali's favorite memorable moment at Carter was the first days of art club with their friends.
Our next distinguished scholar is Raquel Rushing, and Raquel has a 4.21 GPA.
Raquel has been accepted at Seton Hall University.
Raquel's future career plans include becoming a social worker or nurse.
Raquel would like to thank her mom, her dad, and her friends, and also herself.
Raquel's favorite inspirational quote is, "We accept the love we think we deserve." Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was the football games and homecoming of 2019.
Our next distinguished scholar is Victor Rubalcaba, and Victor has a 4.37 GPA.
Victor has been accepted at UC Riverside, UC San Diego, UC Merced, and Cal State San Bernardino.
Victor's future career plans include becoming a mechanical engineer.
Victor would like to thank Mr. Thomas, Mr. Wilson, and Mrs. Sanchez.
Victor's favorite inspirational quote is, "God put the best things in life on the other side of fear." His favorite memorable moment at Carter was competing in 3 marathons under the SRLA program, and also competing in cross country and track and field.
Our next distinguished scholar is Sergio Salazar, and Sergio has a 4.13 GPA.
Sergio has been accepted at Cal State Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona, and UC Santa Cruz.
Sergio's future career plans include child therapist or sports kinesiology.
Sergio would like to thank his mom, dad, his family, friends, and her.
Sergio's favorite inspirational quote is, "Run that back, Turbo." His favorite memorable moment at Carter was going to CIF for soccer.
Our next distinguished scholar is Carolina Sarabia Garcia, and Carolina has a 4.55 GPA.
Carolina has been accepted to Cal State University San Bernardino, Cal State University Long Beach, University of California Riverside, and Northern Arizona University.
Carolina would like to thank both of her parents, Eddie and Lucy, and both of her older sisters, Daisy and Essencia, for always being present in all of her academic endeavors.
Carolina's favorite inspirational quote is, "Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make of it, so make it a good one." By Doc Brown from Back to the Future 3. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter would have to be when Mr. Fitz learned her nickname, Caro, and has never said it correctly.
Our next distinguished scholar is Saul Salcedo, and Saul has a 4.07.
Saul has been accepted at Cal State San Bernardino, Cal State Los Angeles, Sacramento State, and San Jose State University.
Saul's future career plans include becoming a social worker.
Saul's thank you says, "I would like to thank my family for supporting me and helping me achieve my goals throughout my academic career. I would also like to thank my friends for staying with me since elementary school. A special thank goes out to my grandma, Ladies Ruth Isabel Payan, for being my mom and raising me to be who I am today."
Saul's favorite inspirational quote is, "Dreaming, after all, is a form of planning," by Gloria Steinem. His favorite memorable moment at Carter would be hanging out with his friends at lunch and doing silly things that would make all of them laugh.
Our next distinguished scholar is Andrew Teig, and Andrew has a 4.58 GPA.
Andrew has been accepted at UC Riverside, UC San Diego, and UCLA.
Andrew's future career plans include becoming a pathologist.
Andrew would like to thank his parents, Brian and Gina Teague, and Mr. Thomas.
Andrew's favorite inspirational quote is, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present," by Lao Tzu. His favorite memorable moment at Carter was the Alpha Scholars College field trips.
Our next distinguished scholar is Courtney Thomas, and Courtney has a 4.48 GPA.
Courtney has been accepted at Cal Baptist University, San Diego State University, UC Santa Cruz, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, and UC Berkeley.
Courtney's future career plans include becoming a psychology and majoring in psychology and minoring in biology to subsequently become a child and adolescent psychiatrist.
Courtney would like to thank her family and friends for their unconditional support.
Courtney's favorite inspirational quote is, "Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise," by Miss Maya Angelou. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was getting to go on college tours with her closest friends. It was fun going down a massive hill on a scooter with a broken leg at UC San Diego.
Our next distinguished scholar is Anthony Thornton, and Anthony has a 4.33 GPA.
Anthony has been accepted at Cal State Fullerton and Cal Poly Pomona.
Anthony would like to become a biomedical engineer.
And Anthony would like to thank his mom and his dad.
Anthony's favorite inspirational quote is, "Never give up." His favorite memorable moment at Carter was working on projects in Mesa.
Our next distinguished scholar is Melissa Tiscareno Rubalcaba, and Melissa has a 4.30 GPA.
Melissa thus far has been accepted to University of California Irvine, University of California Riverside, California State University Fullerton, and California State University San Bernardino, with more to come.
Melissa says, I plan on majoring in political science, kinesiology, exercise science.
And her thank you says, first and foremost, I would like to thank God because through him I can do all things. I would also like to thank both my mother and my father for continuously pushing me to be the best version of myself and for supporting me throughout my entire high school journey. Thank you for letting me grow. I love and appreciate you both more than you could imagine. Additionally, I'd like to thank my dearest friend, Brandy Rodriguez, for being by my side for not one, not two, but for the past 10 years of our lives. Thank you for motivating me, teaching me, and never giving up on me. I am so blessed to have grown up with you and cannot wait to see what the future has in store for us both. Love you. Lastly, I want to thank Mr. Thomas and Mr. Wilson for being such great coordinators and mentors to the guinea pig alpha class. Your hard work and dedication never went unnoticed. I appreciate all the help and guidance you guys have provided me with.
Her favorite inspirational quote is, "And here you are, living despite it all," by Rupi Kaur. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was freshman year when Mr. Vicente brought the AP Human Geography class breakfast the morning of their AP exam.
Our next distinguished scholar is Kiara Toilolo, and Kiara has a 4.01 GPA.
Kiara has been accepted at Arizona State University and the University of San Francisco.
Kiara says for her future plans, I want to be a family physician and I'm trying to be in the medical field.
And Kiara's thank you says, thank you to my parents, my siblings, and my best friend for always pushing me to challenge myself and for always supporting me.
Kiara's favorite inspirational quote is, "Why should we build our happiness on the opinions of others when we can find it in our own hearts?" by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was when she received principal's honor roll for the first time and realized she had gotten a 4.0.
Our next distinguished scholar is Jasmine Valencia, and she has a 4.23 GPA.
Our next distinguished scholar is Giselle Valenzuela, and Giselle has a 4.23 GPA.
Giselle has been accepted to University of California, Los Angeles, University of California, Irvine, University of California, Riverside, California State University, Fullerton, California State, Long Beach, and Cal Poly Pomona, and California State.
Giselle says for her future plans, going into college, I want to study business so I can one day administer my own or work for a company where I can help others build and manage one as a financial manager.
And Giselle's thank you says, I would like to give a big thank you to God, all my friends and family, and to Carter High School teachers and staff members that have helped me through my academic journey.
Giselle's favorite inspirational quote is, "Setbacks are inevitable to superstars. Adversity is what separates the good from the great. After all, stars can only shine during the night," by Watari Ryota. Her favorite memorable moment at Carter was when Hollister had their high school tour. The music festival was very enjoyable and it was fun seeing the performances.
Our next distinguished scholar is Mark Vasquez, and Mark has a 4.61 GPA.
Mark has been accepted to SFSU, SDSU, CSULB, UCI, UCSD, and UCLA.
Mark's future plan is to go into business management.
Mark would like to thank his parents, family, friends, teachers, and coaches.
Mark's favorite inspirational quote is, "Don't let yesterday take up too much of today."
And our last distinguished scholar is Jakira Wilson, and Jakira has a 4.04 GPA.
Jakira has been accepted to the University of Laverne, Vanguard University, and Holy Names University.
Jakira plans to eventually become a neurosurgeon.
Jakira would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers who've always believed in her. She says, "You're all a big part of who I am today and who I will be in the future."
Jakira's favorite inspirational quote is, "You learn more from failure than from success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character."
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, hey, I have some of my closest friends here. Not sure if you can see us or not, but we are making a special visit and a special announcement to someone's house who happens to be in your class. So if you don't mind bearing with us for just a minute, we have a special announcement today. Adriana, we're here. Come on out. Uh-oh. Here she is. Come on out. Mom, come on out. Come on out. So, Adriana, we are here because we want to congratulate you because you have been earned the honor of being the salutatorian for the class of 2021. So, congratulations. Much more to come. We have you grab onto that. Grab that, and then we got some We have a pretty cool little sign that we made for you, but we wanted to come. And, obviously, if we were in the classroom, I'd come in and I would embarrass you, and we'd make everybody get up and get you hugs and all that. But obviously, we can't really do that, so we wanted to come to you and tell you how much we appreciate your hard work, and you've earned this. This isn't something that's given. You've earned this. You guys, her overall GPA is 4.81. I think if you added all 4 years of my high school GPA together, I might hit more. So congratulations. We're proud of you. We're happy for you. There's going to be more recognition to come, but we wanted to name you today and come over here and congratulate you. So congratulations. You're welcome. So classmates, clap it up for her. Virtual. All right. Anything you want to say to your classmates?
Well, thank you all.
We put her on the spot, everybody. So, all right, Miss Roberts, I appreciate you letting us crash your class. Sorry, everybody, for the interruption, but we'll let you get back to it, and we'll talk to you all soon. We'll talk to you soon, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you. Bye. We'll get her right back on the Google Meet right now. She's not getting out of it. She's coming right back. We can't have her get a pee now. All right. Take care.
Adriana Roman is the salutatorian for the class of 2021. She'll be graduating with a 4.81 GPA. Thus far, she's been accepted to Cal Baptist University, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Cal State San Bernardino, UC Riverside, UC Irvine, UCLA, and UC Berkeley. For her future career plans, she says that she wants to be a child psychologist. As far as who she would like to thank, she says, "I would like to thank God, my parents, my siblings, Stacy, Alejandra, Mateo, my teachers, my friends, and Justin Bieber for making some bops." Her favorite inspirational quote is, "If you're happy doing what you're doing, then nobody can tell you you're not successful." Harry Styles. And her favorite moment at Carter was when her class had to sing Baby by Justin Bieber at the pep rally because it was a time for her inner believer to shine.
Good evening, Carter students and families. My name is Aaron Thomas, and I've known Adriana for the last 4 years of high school. She has brought great joy and pride to her family by becoming the salutatorian of Carter High School's class of 2021. She started her journey several years ago. She was an applicant to Carter's first cohort of the Alpha Scholars program. She was incredibly shy and quiet at first. Well, let's be serious, she's still incredibly shy and quiet. But she has matured. She has learned what it takes to be successful, and that's really important. In high school, everyone is taught content, but people who are successful in life in general learn much more, right? And they learn those skills early. They learn time management, they learn study skills, and they learn how to positively interact with their peers. But most importantly, they know how to bring about positive change. And Adriana is definitely one of those people for the amount of work and effort she's put into various projects and community service endeavors. So to you, Adriana, I've known you pretty much all of high school, and I'm incredibly proud of the person that you've become. You're a great student, you're a supportive friend, and you're a loving member of your family. Thank you for everything you've done to contribute to your school and to make the community a better place for those young and old. It's been 4 long years, but the time and effort that you spent dedicating yourself to Carter is truly inspirational. For not just for me, but for anybody that can hear my voice right now. And for that, I am eternally grateful. So Adriana, I wish you the best of luck, and you deserve all the accolades that come with becoming the salutatorian for the class of 2021. Great job, kiddo.
Hello, I am John Fitzsimmons, one of the founders of Carter High School, and I'm honored and privileged to introduce for the 13th year the valedictorian or salutatorian. First off, though, I would like to say this graduating class, an amazing group. It seems like every year they get better, and it's a superlative group, to say the least. Congratulations to valedictorian Stephanie Rodas, who I also had the privilege of teaching, but I am here to introduce Adriana Roman as the salutatorian. Adriana is an exceptional young woman. I am very proud to have taught her for AP European History and AP Psychology, especially Psychology, because that is her planned major, which really makes it a little something special to me. I think she will make an incredible child psychologist, and again, I can't wait to see what she does in the future. She is well respected among teachers, among students. She is humble. She is sweet. She's a great kid, plain and simple. She's an officer in 4 different clubs on campus. She's worked election days. She has worked tutoring children virtually. This is really a great kid. And as far as valedictorians and salutatorians go, this year, wow, what a year. But Adriana Roman really has a very special place in my heart. She will do great things in the future, and honestly, can't wait to see what she does for the rest of her life. Good luck, Adriana. I'm incredibly proud of you, my friend. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Felicidades, Adriana. Muchas felicidades, mija. Muchas, pero muchas felicidades. Eres un orgullo para toda la familia, tanto tu madre, para mí, tus hermanas, y te mandan muchas felicidades tus tíos y tus abuelos.
Hi, Jana. Congratulations on earning salutatorian. You worked so hard for all 4 years, and finally, your work has paid off. Don't worry, we forgive you for not doing chores, playing loud music at 1 a.m.,
and not watching movies with me.
And now you can rest until fall quarter.
Todavía no lo puedo creer. Te lo mereces al 1000. Este es el reflejo de todo tu grande esfuerzo. Sigue adelante, un gran futuro te espera. Sin miedo, vamos, Sí se puede.
Yeah, Joanna. No me chido, Joanna. Que sí se pega, Joanna.
Hi, my name is Adriana Roman, and I am beyond grateful and happy to be here today as the class of 2021 salutatorian. I want to start off by congratulating all of you, the distinguished scholars, on your amazing accomplishments and successes. It has been a really hard time, but you guys managed to put in the work to be here today, and you should be very proud. That being said, I want to take some time to thank a couple people that have helped me get to where I am today. I first want to start by thanking God, because without Him or His guidance, I truly would not be here today. También le quiero dar las gracias a mis padres por apoyarme y siempre estar conmigo. A mi papá por siempre creer en mí, incluso cuando yo no creía en mí misma. Y a mi mamá por siempre estar a mi lado y quedarse despierta conmigo hasta las 2 de la mañana cuando yo estaba haciendo la tarea. I also want to thank my siblings, my older sister Stacy, for always helping me and giving me advice when I needed it. My twin sister Alejandra for always supporting me and listening to my rants, and my baby brother Mateo for always being able to put a smile on my face. I also want to thank my teachers for believing in me and pushing me to become a better person and student every day. Finally, I want to thank my wonderful friends for always being there for me and helping me. You guys truly made school 10 times more fun. I want to give a shout out to a couple of them: Lizette Rodriguez, Olivia Sanchez, Sebastian Valero, Kellen Smalls, Courtney Thomas, Crystal Mann, Giselle Valenzuela, and the valedictorian Stephanie Rodas. There is no person more deserving of that award than she is. Ever since I met her, she has always been a very supportive and amazing friend. Again, thank you all so much for your love and support, and I hope to continue making you all very proud in the future.
Miss Roberts, are you there?
Hello, yeah, we're here.
Hey, I just realized something. She probably thought we forgot her, but we have one more visit we have to make because you have both the Val and Sal in your class. So if I could get Stephanie to come outside and meet us, that would be pretty awesome. Stephanie, come on out. What's up, Stephanie? You guys, we are here because, well, Mr. Wilson just shot off some confetti that went away with the wind, but Stephanie, you can pick that up later. But so we are here because Stephanie, I don't know if you can see us or not, Stephanie has a 4.881 GPA. So as I mentioned earlier, if we were to add up all 5 years of Mr. Garcia's high school career, we might be able to get to 4.881. So you are the #1 ranked student in the class of 2021. Yes. And you are our valedictorian this year. So congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Aww.
Folks, I know all of you in this class are very hard workers and everything, but make no mistake, with Adriana and Stephanie, these are awards that are earned. They're not given. And you have worked your you-know-what off to get to this point. So we're proud of you. Adriana, we're proud of you too. We're super happy, and we're proud to call you our valedictorian. All right, congratulations. Virtual hugs, claps. You're getting a lot of claps on here and hugs and all that stuff. So congratulations. We're going to let you go right back to class now. I know that's kind of a bumper, but no offense, Miss Roberts. Not your class is a bumper. You got to go real high, and then you got to go back to class right now. But we're happy for you. Congratulations, and we'll chat soon. Okay? All right, take care. Bye, everybody.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Rodas is the valedictorian for the class of 2021. She has a 4.88 GPA, which is the highest GPA in Carter history. Thus far, she's been accepted to Cal Baptist University, Cal State Fullerton, Cal Poly Pomona, San Diego State, Cal State Long Beach, UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara, UCLA, UC Berkeley, and NYU. For her future career plans, she says that she wants to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist. When asked who she would like to thank, she says that she would like to thank God, her parents, Nellie, Vera, Crystal, and all her friends and family. For her favorite inspirational quote, "You can do anything you set your mind to," Ben Franklin. And her favorite memory at Carter is taking a field trip to San Francisco with her closest friends.
Good evening, Carter students, parents, guardians, staff, and friends. I'm Mr. Thomas, and welcome to my office. It's definitely been an interesting year, but it is with great pleasure that I get to spend a few moments with you guys to tell you about Stephanie Rodas, about how amazing of a person she is, and about how great of a student she is. I've known Stephanie since the end of 8th grade, the latter part of 8th grade. We were just starting to put together this program called Alpha Scholars, and it was at that moment in time we needed to start advertising, and we also needed to let students know it was time to start applying. And so, of course, Stephanie was one of those students. Fast forward 4 years, and it's truly breathtaking the amount of work that Stephanie has done, both inside and outside the classroom. From all of the classes she's taken, both at the high school and the college, all of the early mornings she spent in zero period doing science, the SAT prep class, filling out college applications, the late nights doing her homework, that of course we highly discouraged, but she did it anyways because, well, she's a rebel. All of the studying and the amount of time that she has spent just dedicating herself to learning. In my 18 years of teaching, I've never come across a person so committed to their future as Stephanie. If we asked her to take a class, she took it. If we encouraged her to apply for anything, for a scholarship, she applied. If we informed her of any opportunity, she went out and took advantage of it. Stephanie, you've worked incredibly hard over the last 4 years. You've sacrificed so much, and at the same time, you've given so much to elementary school students in tutoring and to the senior citizens of Rialto. What you've accomplished by becoming valedictorian is a testament to the hard work you've put into your education, the faith that others have had in you, and the love that your family has given you. So Stephanie, it gives me great pride to publicly congratulate you on becoming the valedictorian for the class of 2021. Congratulations, kiddo, you deserve it.
I am not a runner. Don't like running, although I do recognize its value, like when you are being chased by a bear. But when I think about Stephanie Rodas, I think about Hebrews 12:1, which calls us to run the race set before us with perseverance. And perseverance means doing things that aren't easy and that maybe sometimes we just don't want to do. This characteristic stands out the most to me for Stephanie. Like when the world shut down about this time last year, it was hard to show up for class online or do homework or write essays for AP language. But Stephanie showed up without fail and even came in for extra work to revise or re-revise or re-re-revise her writing until she had polished a gem. And as the isolation has dragged so many down into a miasma of self-doubt, apathy, and anxiety, Stephanie has had the wisdom to know that when you serve others and meditate on gratitude, it actually buoys your own spirit. Her participation and leadership in FCCLA, writing notes to people in convalescent homes, and putting together hygiene kits for others in her community exemplifies the wisdom of selflessness. Or the adventure of trying something you have never done before as she auditioned for and had a very fun role in the school play her senior year. This kind of vulnerability builds the strength and endurance necessary for the race. But today, or graduation, or the honor of being valedictorian are not the finish line for Stephanie, and certainly none of these is her victory lap. Stephanie reminds me not to become weary in doing good, for if we persevere, we will reap a harvest. And as we celebrate Stephanie's achievements today, they are only a mile marker on her marathon, a kind of harvest. I'm certain this is one of many kinds of harvest for Stephanie, and it is a privilege to stand on the sideline next to this mile marker, clapping and cheering. I love you, Stephanie. Best wishes.
Stephanie, querida hija, el día de hoy, tu mami, tu hermana y yo, como también Vera, tus primos, tus primas, tus tíos, tus tías, queremos decirte que nos sentimos muy alegres, satisfechos y agradecidos con nuestro Dios por tu vida y por este nuevo logro que alcanzas en tu camino como estudiante. Viene a nuestra mente el recuerdo desde el primer día que fuiste a la escuela, de cómo te esforzaste para poder salir adelante. Tenemos en nuestro archivo todos los certificados que lograste desde la preschool hasta la high school, poniendo siempre tu mayor esfuerzo y entregando siempre lo mejor de ti para lograr los mejores grados. Queremos que sepas que siempre contarás con nuestro apoyo para que sigas alcanzando más metas en tu vida. Has demostrado que puedes hacerlo y sin duda alguna lo vas a lograr. Solo queremos que mantengas en tu mente y en tu corazón estos principios que son claves para el éxito. El gran sabio Salomón dijo, el principio de la sabiduría es el temor a Jehová. Y cuando parezca que las fuerzas se agotan, no olvides las palabras del apóstol Pablo, todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. Dios te bendiga y siempre adelante.
Felicidades, hija. Dios te bendiga. Deseo todo lo mejor para ti y que el Señor siga iluminando el caminar de tu vida. Te quiero.
Congratulations, sister. You did it. All that hard work paid off. I just want you to know that I'm super proud of you and I wish you the best. Love you.
Steph, congratulations on being valedictorian this year. I know it was a huge accomplishment, just like everything else you've accomplished so far. God bless you, and baby, don't forget I love you.
First of all, I want to say congrats to everyone. It's been a strange year to say the least, and the fact that you've accomplished so much over these past 4 years is incredible. I can't believe how close the end of senior year is. Even though this past year hasn't been ideal, I know I have so much to be thankful for. I want to start off by giving thanks to God because I could not have done anything without Him. También quiero agradecer a mis papás por su amor incondicional y por todo su apoyo. Han sido una gran inspiración en mi vida. Los quiero mucho. To Nelly, my older sister, thank you for loving me and taking care of me even when I'm annoying. Vera, Thank you for always being there for me and encouraging me. To all my family, thank you for all your love and guidance. I feel very fortunate to have had you all by my side throughout my life. Crystal, thank you for being my opposite half and brightening my difficult days. You've believed in me even when I had my doubts. Giselle, thank you for having stuck with me and being such an amazing friend these past 10 years. Courtney, thank you for all your positivity and for never failing to bring a smile to my face. Adriana, our class salutatorian, thank you for seeing the best in me and pushing me to achieve my goals. And to all my friends, thank you for all your love and support. You've made these past years unforgettable, and I can't imagine my life without you. To my teachers, thank you for pushing me to work hard every day and for all your help. I would not have been able to get into my top schools if it wasn't for you. I appreciate everyone so much. I would not be here today if it were not for all of you. Once again, congratulations, distinguished scholars. Not even a pandemic could stop you from receiving this honor. You should all feel very proud. You are capable of anything, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Never give up on your aspirations, no matter how impossible they may seem. You deserve all the love and support from your loved ones. Make sure to take this time to celebrate all that you have accomplished.
GPA. You are #1 ranked student in the class of 2021, and you are. Congrats! Hi! Folks, I need all of you